Hey guys, Ben here with Bright Reach Sales, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about what it means to take a proactive approach to business development in your property management business versus reactive. Now, reactive is pretty straightforward, okay? Somebody is searching for property management services, they have a need that's top of mind, and so they're reaching out to you or they're looking to gather more information in their process. Now, don't get me wrong, inbound leads are great. I love inbound leads. They're ready to go, they're excited, they want to talk to you. But the reality is you may not be getting enough inbound leads and you want to grow at a more rapid pace. And so you're thinking about how can I be a bit more proactive. And so I want to touch on three key areas that I think about as it relates to a proactive strategy. And the first is your referral relationships. Now, I think everybody is well aware that realtors are a great referral source. Mortgage lenders, financial advisors, CPAs, right? The people that are adjacent and working with your ideal customer. But one of the things that I've noticed is that people tend to think, okay, if I have a good conversation with this potential referral partner, they're just going to send me business. And then I'm sitting there, I'm waiting, I'm falling back into the reactive. But the reality is just like a potential customer, you've got to stay top of mind with them. And so some of the ways that I would think about doing this in a proactive way are hosting events, writing handwritten notes, finding ways that you can add value to that person. Again, with those referral relationships, we're moving towards the people that could be sending business rather than just sitting back and waiting. And we'll touch on that some more. The next thing that you can think about doing is actual cold outreach, right? So the PM Trends report that Peter Lohman and Lead Simple put out at the end of last year is a great resource as you're thinking about your business development strategy and what investors care about. But one of the things that was in that study is that 52% of landlords work with a property manager, meaning 48% are self-managing in some way. And those people may not be actively searching for you. They're in your market, they own rental properties you would want to manage, but they're not actively coming to you or looking for your services. And so the question becomes, how do we add value to this type of person, right? What are the things that they are running into that would be challenges self-managing the property? It could be things like maintenance. It could be things like finding quality tenants, right? These are things that your business has hopefully figured out how to do really well, and you can be a guide for those people, right? Even if the timing is not exactly right, you want to provide value to them, not just pitch your services. Last thing, which is tied to cold outreach, is using content to establish yourself as a trusted advisor in your market, right? So if we think about that self-managing landlord, they run into an issue. They may not be searching, hey, property manager in my market. They may be searching for, how do I evict a tenant? Or how do I find a high quality tenant, right? These are things that are challenges if you're out doing them on your own. And you, as a property manager, have answers. When they're searching, even though they're not searching for a property management company, how great would it be if you popped up as a resource in that search because you're offering hyper-local, specific information that's going to make their life easier. Now, I want to be clear, none of these things are a silver bullet. To really take a proactive posture towards your business development, I'd recommend you do all of these things and find a cadence that works well for you. Set reasonable goals around what you have time for. If you're a business owner that doesn't have a salesperson, maybe your goal is I'm going to take one or two referral partners every week to lunch, right? And treat them. And I'm going to make a certain amount of outbound touches. I'm going to put out a certain amount of content, right? Whatever works for you. The trap that I don't want you to fall into is having to think through the strategy so much that you never actually get started. Pick a reasonable goal and commit to it, and then measure it over a long period of time. Most people, they'll come up with a strategy, they'll do it for a week or two, and then they won't see results, so they'll move on to the next thing. I challenge you to pick your strategy. Doesn't matter frequency or the amount, but commit to it and follow through on it. Hope this has been helpful as you start to think about how you can position your company to be more proactive in your approach to business development.